Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back. We are finally able to dive into season 2 of Severance after that excruciatingly brutal cliffhanger last season. Oh my lord, that is one of the most just gut-wrenching cliffhangers that I've ever seen in a show, especially just all of the tension, the lead up and the build of that revelation, that twist there at the end, and then on top of that, just like cutting off right when it does. Oh my god. Brutal. It has been a long wait, and I am excited to finally catch back up with the gang, see how we even like recover from that. You know, it's also interesting to know going into this, especially considering I was a little late coming into the first season, but that already, now that this just is airing, I think it was like yesterday or just earlier this morning or something like that, they had announced that they've already begun production, or at least I don't know if it was writing or whatever. They've started working on season 3. So we're already going in this knowing that the story is going on. So whatever happens, man, we're not resolving it at all here. But now so much more information has come to light, especially with Mark, the innie, and just kind of getting to live his Audie's life, and then seeing Mrs. Cobel, Mrs. Selvig, that whole connection there. Oh my, and how's that going to go? Because he'll at least remember that when he wakes back up on the inside. How is that going to shift the dynamic and everything? And especially now that he knows about Miss Casey, given we don't know what happened to her after this point. Also, I want to preface this by saying that I have not seen any of the trailers for this, because one of the things that made watching season 1 so enjoyable was I knew absolutely nothing about the show. It won a poll, and I trusted you guys. I watched it, and I loved it to death. Had no idea what I was getting into. So when the trailers came out for this, I just, nope. I was like, nope, especially with the kind of show that this is. I don't want to know anything. You already got my view. You already have me. I'm coming. I've got no preconceived notions about what direction this is going to go. No speculation going into this. Just what we have from season 1. And that's it. I'm excited to get into this, so we're not going to wait anymore. So let's get ready to hop in. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you're a member of the channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will in your own footage just sync up the time codes for actually an entire episode. Over there, get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover on the channel. You also could just suggest and vote what movies we react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, helps do the things we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate and enjoy this reaction. To least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. With that all said out of the way, let's get ready to hop into season 2, episode 1. Hello, Miss Cobel. Here we go. God, that final yell. Oh, wow. Oh, that one looked rough. Oh, we're starting off interesting. What are these camera moves? Yeah, man, these fucking hallways. Now it just makes me wonder what happened to their Audies after the switchback. Like, they ended up back here. What did they do? How did they cover? How did they explain that? Did they change the layout? What is going on? Why is he struggling to find anything? Or is he, what is going on? Oh my God, this is wild. Oh my God. He is in hell. It's a great way of capturing his like headspace right now, though, especially considering what he just snapped back from. He knows now about the wife and all of that. Now that knowledge is coming back here, but he's got all those things that he's built up as this innie with Helly. Did they like seal off their wing or steal them off from one another? Because he hasn't run into a single other person either. Oh. Well, that's not eerie at all. Who the hell was that? Oh, I guess he was able to just find his way. Oh, who Who are you?
I suppose you're Mark S.
Oh no, did they swap out his team? Where's everybody else?
I suppose you're Mark S. I'm Mark W. Would you be open to using a different first name to avoid confusion?
No.
Welcome back, Mark S.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Are we gonna have the same opening or a different opening?
Where are
Or
you?
no opening?
I think it's best to save any queries till we arrive at the management office. What you all did 5 months ago was...
5 months ago.
Wait, did you say your old office?
Mark, this is Miss Wong. Miss Wong, Mark S.
Hello.
Wait, what? That's a kid.
Right this way, Mark.
What the fuck?
Is it normal for a child to...
Excuse the clutter.
Oh yeah, Selvig got let go. Is he in charge now?
Miss Cobel is no longer with this company. I now manage the severed floor.
Oh, there we go.
What about my team?
We didn't fire them. As a group, you've become known as the face of severance reform.
Severance?
Have a seat.
Oh, let's go.
I locked you in a room like an animal, Mark. As an unsevered man, I'll carry that knowledge the rest of my life.
Oh, boo-hoo.
But for the past 5 months, we've been asking how a sadist like Harmony Cobel could take fertile root in Lumen soil. And what that says about us. We also know Miss Cobel was at your sister's home when you awoke there.
Why was that?
We believe she developed an erotic fixation on you.
Well, that's
and had
true.
plans to pursue both you and your outie in what might be termed a throuple.
That,
What?
what?
Thankfully, she failed at this.
How, that, what? That wouldn't even, what?
You still haven't told me where my team is.
We tried for weeks to get them back, Mark. None of them agreed. We told them other reforms, but it wasn't enough.
Except for me.
Your outie insisted on returning. In fact, he begged us to let him back right away.
So the others,
It sounds fishy to me.
they refused.
Yes.
I don't buy this story at all. But maybe his outie would put him back in here because they know they can work together because he's doing shit on the outside to figure this out as well. Oh, wait. They wouldn't have done what they did to Miss Casey on the outside. Did they, like, fake an accident since it's been 5 months for him to wake up here like this? Like, what if they did the same thing and did some false death narrative on the outside? That's why he's not allowing any contact with his outie.
Did you really see the outie world?
Yeah,
How's the sky?
I don't know.
What, you didn't see it?
Well, I went outside for a second, but I was distracted.
Seriously? Because we made a list of what we'd most like to see on the outside, and a sky was an easy number one.
No, we had some way more important things in our minds at the time.
My name is Miss Wong. It's my first day here as deputy manager.
Deputy manager? What the fuck?
For this, I was a crossing guard.
Why are you a child?
Because of when I was born.
I guess that's a valid response.
Kind of a fun fact about me is that I thought I'd be permanently retired when my branch shut down. So this is a nice surprise.
I recognize him from somewhere, but I just cannot place it at the moment. Oh, wait, is he Phoebe's dad?
I am lucky enough to have made 4 new friends today.
Smooth.
That's nice, Mark. But I have to remind you that I'm a supervisor, not a friend.
Wow.
3 new friends.
Okay. Congratulations to our 2 marks.
Oh, the way his face just dropped. Okay, so... Oh, whoa, wait. So I know we've done the whole perspective shift where to them, perceptually...
Judy wing like? Do the Eakins move?
No.
Okay, so I guess unless he was locked in that box the entire time. I mean, we don't know what they're doing with his outie, to be fair, but I need confirmation about what's happened to him on the outside.
Did you have an elevator?
We had, how do you say, a rope.
Because I wouldn't be surprised if it is like a Casey situation where she's like activated when she's needed. So like they could have his outie on lockdown. All he knows is that it's just the next day again and they just sent him back into work.
You know, my old team was a bunch of dirtbags.
Okay.
We never hit quota. Not once.
Well, thank you for that. Yeah, dude, that is Frank Buffet. 100%. Yep, that's him. I just had to know, man. I just had to know.
about it.
Dear Outie, I don't know if this will reach you, but I'm writing to alert you of the heinous conditions in the severed office to which you have transferred me. The branch is run by a shambolic rube who goes by Milkshake. If you must continue to send me here, please consider strapping a bomb to me so that I may explode both Milkshake and the very spirit of Keir Egan. Wrathfully, your innie.
Wrathfully.
W.
Let's go.
Do you really think I'm a shambolic rube?
I don't know what that even would
You
mean.
think I wrote this note?
Were you going to frame all of us or just Mark W?
Clever way to secure the name for yourself, I suppose.
I don't know why you hate this team.
I don't hate this team.
You didn't even disguise your own handwriting.
Damn. Oof.
You know what? I don't even know who this team is. I told you, I want my team. Which part of that don't you understand?
Give me your badge.
Marcus, at this time, I revoke your status as department chief, which will be transferred to your intended victim, Mark W.
Oh, he got demoted.
I accept.
Oh my God. No. He's not going to have the leniency that he has anymore.
What's funny?
You don't know what I did to the kitchenette yet, do you?
Oh. Oh my God, that's kind of scary. Or maybe that was a decoy to distract them so he can do whatever hell he's got up his sleeve next.
Hey,
Listen.
Mr. Milchick, I've got Marcus in your office. He's got the speaker.
Oh.
If we truly are the face of severance reform, as you say, then they deserve a chance. Mark, they're my friends. You can't just make them disappear. Please.
Oh no, he's actually just taking him back to the exit.
Are you
Huh.
On you go.
Why can't you just bring them back?
Goodbye, Marcus.
Goodbye.
Wait!
Oh no. Shit. Okay, so what now? What the fuck is that painting? What the hell? Is that an execution? Oh, whoa, whoa. What is this? He's got a badge again. Oh, what if his Outie is working at Lumen now too? Just in a different section. Oh, what is happening?
Been back a couple days already. What? Yeah, and they had a whole new team.
Cobel just replaced us?
No. Cobel's gone. Milchick's in charge.
Or maybe that ploy worked and they did put him back in.
Here pardons his betrayers?
Aww. Why did he tell him goodbye if he was just going to put him back in here? Maybe somebody pulled some strings from the outside, or maybe he's just in a completely different division now. Completely out of his hands.
The fuck? Irv! Dude, what's wrong? You poor up there?
Let's go.
What is going on? We're not in trouble?
I don't think so. I mean, Milchick said our message got out. He said we're famous.
All of us equally, or one of us is like the star?
I don't know, but then he tried to fire me, I think.
Why?
I sort of sabotaged the new people.
So what the fuck happened up there?
It's a good fucking question.
What if they're waiting for us to tell each other what happened because they don't know what happened? I mean, what if they're listening, Dylan?
Wait, what happened to the security camera?
I'm sorry, I was,
You okay?
No.
Hi, everyone. Mr. Milchick's waiting for you in the break room.
Never mind. What the fuck?
What the fuck is going on? Why is she like 8?
I don't know.
So they replaced us?
For a couple days.
Who was me?
They weren't like specific counterparts.
Okay, well, I don't think you should feel bad at all.
Feel bad?
Yeah, for ending their lives. Fuck 'em.
Well, I wasn't trying to.
Dude, I'm saying don't
That's a
feel
good
bad.
point.
I'm sure they deserved it.
Oof. What the hell? Dude, get that grin off your creepy ass face.
So I guess the board reconsidered my terms.
Guess so.
Okay, so I guess that is what happened, or that's the narrative
What
he's
you're about
feeding
to
them.
see will be shown to every innie who sets foot in this building after today.
I'll show them what their actions have reaped. Oh my god. I forgot about this dumb shit, man.
Oh, hi. You probably don't recognize me.
Is that Keanu Reeves?
I'm the Lumen Administrative Building. One thing I've always had is a love for my workers, both unsevered and severed.
Oh my god. Production value, man.
In the 206 countries from which Lumen operates. Hey, no running in my halls. That tickles.
Irvin, you okay, bud?
What makes a building truly happy? This question came to light when 4 NDR workers conspired to mount what Lumen historians will forever call the Macrodat Uprising.
Oh, whoa.
Under my literal nose unfolded a human drama of danger and intrigue. Righteous anger.
Let's burn this place to the ground.
Inspiration.
Why are we down here still working in the dark?
And love.
Man, they've been watching everything.
What the shit?
Yeah, about that.
The Macrodat Uprising yielded bounteous reforms. These include tasty new snacks.
Oh. Thank God. What the fuck is in those snacks? Crack?
Incentives were also reformed and now range from hall passes to pineapple bobbing.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
Mirror room.
Oh, that is just terrifying.
Took the quiet courage of 4 NDR heroes to show me who I really am.
They made quite a splash.
They sure did, Water Tower. I thank Kier for the Macrodat Uprising.
Nothing really changed. They just got better snacks, hall pass, and pineapple bobbing. What the fuck is that? And that's so corporate. That is so corporate. We need a change. We're listening, and it's the most minuscule, minute, just inconsequential changes. Production value is great, though. Thank you, Keanu, for your little voiceover. Good God. What the shit?
And I don't want to be your jailer. By end of day, each of you will choose whether you want to remain here. Not your outies,
Oh.
but you.
Huh.
If you start work on your file, I'll assume you want to stay. If not, I'll send you to the surface. No ill will.
But you will die, essentially, still, right?
Maybe I'll even buy you a drink at a bistro one day.
They could just reactivate him at any
The
point.
severed floor, the break room has no cameras or microphones. Privacy shouldn't mean packing into a supply closet like so many sardines.
Wow. Huh.
I truly hope you all will choose to stay and enjoy what you've helped build. A new quarter, fresh start for all of us.
I don't know, man. There's better be some damn good snacks. And you couldn't have led with half of that shit?
What the hell was that?
Massive ass head game is what that was. So what the hell did you guys see up there?
He said there were no microphones in here.
He said that, but I wouldn't, yeah.
Whisper. Okay.
I was at a party at my sister's house for Rick and Hale for some reason. We both know Cobel. Just before I switched back, I found a wedding photo. Now, I guess my Outie's wife died a few years ago, which apparently is part of why I decided to get severed, except the woman in the photo was Miss Casey.
Miss
Damn.
Casey is your wife? Then she's down here.
I went to wellness. It's gone.
What do you mean gone?
Oh, that's what he was trying to find. That's why he was running around like that.
What about you? What did you see?
The inside of a really fucking boring apartment.
Oh, she's lying. She's covering up. She's like the staple poster child for the Severance program. And obviously, an Egan heir. I get not wanting to admit that to everybody here. That's a hard thing to realize.
He looked like a gardener.
But,
Told him everything. He said that his brother was a cop and that he would tell him everything. I really tried.
I don't like that, but I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
A night gardener.
He's poking holes in her story.
During the day.
What about you, Irv?
Suppose he's serious about letting us leave?
And he wants to get back out there.
What did you see?
It's not our world up there.
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
What they have in here is not what's out there, and yeah, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's okay, even if it's bad.
You can't.
Did you guys look happy?
Yeah, we did. Miss Casey and I never felt that way.
Yeah, it's awkward because they have a thing and that, but there's that. So fucking complicated.
I gotta get her out of here, right? I mean, if she's my wife.
Though technically, strictly speaking, she's not your wife. Pretty sure you're out about the ring.
Sure, except, we're the same-ish person, so it's mushy.
It is very mushy.
It's mushy? Is that what it is? It's mushy? We're not saying that.
Yeah, because she is completely different from hers.
Us and the Audis, we're not. And speaking for myself, I don't think we owe them shit.
It's not the same or even
But Miss Casey is
close to amicable for every one of
she's
them.
one of us. So
Well,
if you
she
wanna
wants to
help
keep
your
her
Audi
here.
and find out what happened to her, I'll help.
So you're staying?
I think I'm staying.
Damn, I'm wondering how, or if, I guess, that will come out to everybody else, like who she is out there.
I went to go find Bert. He's married. I should be happy he's happy.
Seems like you're probably not, right?
The last time I was happy was when all I knew was MDR.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave, Dylan.
It is not leaving, so stop fucking calling it.
I know you
Just
want...
fucking try.
You're a good friend, Dylan.
Stab.
Before I went to Bert's, I woke up in my apartment. I was standing in front of some kind of easel. My Audi was working on a painting of a hallway, black hallway.
Like the break.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Bleed over.
Elevator at the end with a downward arrow. I wanted you to know before I left.
Okay, well, you're not. No, stop it. Stop it. I'm sorry that Audi Bert has a hot husband or whatever, but he's not the point. Any Bert is the guy you fell for, and I know because I encouraged the courtship.
I want it to be over.
Okay, so then after you find the black hallway or...
I want the pain to be over.
Wow, man.
If he's gone, and I'm gone.
Stop saying that.
And somehow we'll be together.
He wouldn't want that.
How do you know?
Because I don't want that.
Aww.
Because I would be sad.
Dylan.
And I would be less productive. And I'm really good at what I do here. You're part of what makes me good at it, so please do not go.
That's really oddly kind of sweet, you know?
I'm your favorite perk.
Don't bring them into this. All I'm saying is if Bert was still here, he would be telling you to stick around and figure out what the fuck this is.
Dylan G,
Oh no. What do you want?
Mr. Milchick would like to see you.
Okay. I mean, even if he chooses to walk out, I mean, I guess they would honor, he says they would honor that, but then what about, I mean, they did say they wouldn't allow it to be up to the Audi, but how true is that? Just say, sorry, man, we had to cut your guy out, so you can't send him back in? How's that work? And is he actually going to go through with it?
It should be Mr. Milchick. M.R. ..
Okay, so that's the title. His computer still welcomes him as Miss Cobel instead.
Your wife's name is Gretchen.
What?
She wanted you to know. Come with me. Take a look.
Wait, Audi Family Visitation Suite.
It's called the Audi Family Visitation Suite.
Or what? They can come.
Are you saying I can
and
see my
meet
family here?
The innies?
If you take the name of the room at face value, I'd say yes.
If you take it at face value.
Sadly, everyone else in your department is single. As such, I'm asking that you keep this between us. I'd hate for your friends to turn against you after all you've done for them.
But this little piece of knowledge could very much so work out the same. And it's family, not, he didn't say spouse. What about Mark's sister? What if she wants to come talk to his innie? This is all some kind of mind game. I don't trust it.
Where's Irv?
Right here.
He did, in fact, choose to stay.
You okay?
I'm okay.
Aww. Well, back to work, I guess. Oh.
Yeah.
No, hold up. Whoa. We've never known what the data that their sifting is, or at least if we found that out, I don't remember it. But it's so coded that they don't know what it is they're sifting through, but they're packaging, sorting it, and then whatever he just packed away is tied to Miss Casey. I'm trying just to catch this, because the completion number went up. It zoomed in to in and then out into another screen, not their screen. And that said cold storage or something like that. Packet rate, packet time, duration, 52% for 1, 2, 3, working on it. Heart rate, temperature, Cold Harbor. What the fuck? You know, we know she was taken away to the research wing or whatever that is. And so, dude, I don't even know where to go with that. So whatever they're packing away, they're helping sort and sift and compile or manage or refine or process data on their research and development, I guess. Which is sick, knowing that he literally is helping, you know, with the entire progress of what they're doing with his wife. You know, this entire episode, we didn't touch base with any other Outies. We are 5 months into the future. We don't even know the status of any of them. You know, Mark will leave. We don't know what happens after that. We don't know that they don't have a special elevator now. We don't know anything like that. I might be overthinking it, and just given the circumstances around it, I don't care the public perception. Oh, you generated all this reform because you guys were these Lumen whistleblowers. Like, yeah, no. Like, especially because on the inside, all that amounted to was no more cameras, better snacks, hall passes, and pineapple bobbing. Fuck off. Man, that is the most pizza party corporate reward bullshit ever. I've already, like, rambled about that so many times before during season 1, so I'm not gonna retread all of that. But the fact that they because it would be even like doubly sick if they were making him sort that data knowingly and specifically. Like if it wasn't just everybody was working on like a giant pool. Cobel did have like this weird, like she like snorted the Kier religion, I'll call it that, this cult. Like she had her shrine at home. She had all these things. And so much so that she was like almost overly devout in a way that she took this, again, like they pointed out, to an obsessive point, trying to understand if Mark is aware or not. What is he up to? What is his Outie up to? What is he up to? Because they clearly were up to something on top of the whole PD thing. So like she wasn't wrong to be doing that, but like she took it to like these other levels. So she also like exposed them because his sister found out about all of that as well, especially once she was there. You know, she infiltrated their family as a babysitter and like spied on them. Oh my God, it's just so messed up. And we didn't touch base with her at all. Milchek is now taking over everything. Like, it's like everything has got like a happier coat of paint. I just feel like that's all it is. And also, what was with the kid? Why is there a kid here? She doesn't seem to be severed, unless that was like a fact that they told her about her outside life as she started off as a cross guard or anything like that. But as we've learned before, the management here doesn't seem to be severed. Miss Casey was, and she was HR, so I don't know. We know Milchek isn't. We know Cobel wasn't. I don't know about this kid, but why is there a fucking kid here? My initial thought was like, dude, because I'm just like, everything's gotta be a mind game in this place. And the timetable doesn't make any sense with this, considering how old she is, or seems to be here. I was gonna say, like, what if she was like, born here somehow, maybe some accelerated growth, because we saw the goats and stuff like that. What they're doing human cloning as well. Maybe all of this is to help design and build like their own clone workforce. And what my like morbid, disgusting ass thought was that, wouldn't it be even more evil if like Miss Casey or even Mark had a child he didn't know about when she was in that wreck? Again, not enough time had passed, and if she was grown here as part of an experiment, who knows? And that would explain why they are keeping her here. Her outside life may be a lie. The crossguard thing, and his wife dies in a car wreck, and then just the psychological warfare of that as well, replacing this connection here with Miss Casey with, you know, their kid, because Miss Cobel was doing that purposefully too. She purposefully sat her down with them. It wasn't just because she was HR. She kept watching because she was testing Mark at every turn. So that's why she was there, is this way to see if the Severance was holding, if he would recognize, if he would react, if there was anything that would trigger a response to make it seem like he was faulty. Also, it was his first day back, and it was her first day as deputy manager. So a little weird. So I don't know if they're just playing some other kind of mind games here or what. I don't really know what to make of this because we got nothing. We got nothing to go off of. She's out of the picture, so I don't know if they do something as fucked up as that. And again, like I mentioned, unless she was grown here, she's a clone or whatever. Again, the kid thing is what throws me off the most, is why is there a kid in a management position at this company? If it is part of the experiments as well, I don't know. It would make sense for them to test it out or to keep it in-house. But anyway, that's a whole rabbit hole. I'm not even gonna like go down at this point even further. But the whole like opening sequence where the camera is just all over the place, I loved that. Him just waking up 5 months later. He doesn't know it's 5 months later yet at that point, but like the fact that he still got that adrenaline pumping, much like with Irving, when he woke up back up here, he was still feeling those feelings that he last felt, because that's the last thing he remembers, not so much their outie. So he woke up in the heat of this where he just was running to his sister and be like, she's alive. And then he gets pulled back here, and his instinct, and I didn't know where he was. I thought he was trapped in a maze. I thought he was trying to find either the exit, the elevator, the backdoor exit, or their office. And maybe they had moved things, or he was locked in an endless loop where there was no avenue. Like he was locked away. That was his punishment. But I didn't piece together at all until later when they were talking about it. He was looking for the wellness wing where Miss Casey was. He was trying to find her. So that desperation makes so much more sense. And the way they captured that with the camera moves and everything like that, the whole way that was shot was brilliantly done. Yeah, they got rid of the whole damn wing. As we know, she's like in somewhere right now, Cold Harbor. She's alive still, whatever, wherever that is. She's not in stasis, which is what I was kind of thinking would be the case too, because she seemed to have been woken up. We know she can't go out into the real world. She has a real persona out there. The real world thinks she's dead unless she's somewhere else with a fake identity, which makes me just think they keep her locked up in some kind of private research storage facility here, and she would just wake up on command whenever her job, her role needed to be done. But lo and behold, I mean, she's not like asleep. She's not conked out. She was there. I don't know. What the fuck are they doing, man? This shit's so messed up. And that was Keanu Reeves, right? Weirdly enough, everybody was credited but the Lumen building for that video. That was 100% Keanu. You can't tell me otherwise. But yeah, they tried to swap him out with a whole new team. He just wasn't having any of that. And it was such a nice, it took me a minute. I knew I recognized that face, but it took me a minute to track it down. But that was Phoebe Buffay's father from Friends. That is where I know him from. And I love that brought, once that clicked, that brought me a little bit of delight. And yeah, he was vying for his position. Reminded me a lot of like when we were introduced to Irving. But yeah, try to swap out the entire team. Kept him in his position, but then he just fought, shouted out to the board, begging for his team back, and they acquiesced. And Milchek was going to fire him, though. He was going to let him go. Took his badge and everything, but then they were like, we got to send him back out there. We can't have the face of him, like, leaving at this point, this face of this reform. God, I just hope, at least in the next episode, I understand why we focused all of our time inside right now with this. I really hope we get some answers about what their outies have been up to or what they're dealing with, or what consequences has befallen them. What's the outside world look like after all this reform, this whistleblowing and all this whatever? While there is more, like, I guess, freedom here for them, as well as their own freedom to choose to just leave, and their outie would have no say about sending them back, which would have benefited, like, if they do stick to that, if they do hold that true, Helly would have been able to just walk right out. But because of who she is, we weren't having any of that. And she withheld that intel. Everybody was sharing, but she kept that to herself. She made up some story about a beaten down apartment where she was just alone and blah, 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 and night gardener. And Irving was like, a night gardener? What the fuck? You know, obviously there's also the connection she has with Mark that they developed in here. Because because as we talked about before, it's like this distinction of what really makes you you. Like these versions of them have like their personality, the same body makeup, brain chemistry, and a lot of that kind of stuff. But their life experiences, they're basically born again, born anew. And sometimes you might be pretty spot on, pretty close, or like hell you are night and day different, which just goes to show how much like our world view, how much of our nurturing comes from our external responses to everything, to the way that we're raised, the world we're brought up in, our environment, because and she did not like the truth of who she found out she was. Like Mark got to go find out he had a family and a sister and all this stuff. Sure, he lost his wife and whatever, and then the revelation there. But yeah, I get it. I understand why she didn't tell them, but I'm wondering how that's going to come out. But now Lumen is also talking about building this, and that feels like a mental play. I don't know if they'd actually go through with that, but a family visitation wing so that people's families can come visit their innies here at work, which would be very interesting and very odd. I feel like that could get real sketchy real quick. So I think this might be a tactic to fracture the group in a way. They have to be together, but he gave only that information just to Dylan. But anyway, the revelation that he had this wife, he had this relationship, and then the revelation that came with that is that it was Miss Casey, and she's in here on the inside after having already developed these relationships, these feelings with Helly. Now that just complicates anything because his Outie is married to Casey, who is down here trapped with them, but she doesn't have any memory of her outside life, and there's no memory connection there, but now he's like, but if he was doing this with her, but he's supposed to be with her in the outside, how and where does that go? Like, is that cheating? What is that? How does this? It's so, as he said, mushy. And seeing Irving reconcile with the revelation that he had, the love, similarly, kind of a different thing here as well, to realize that their innies fell in love, him and Christopher Walken, Bert, here on the inside where they got no memory of anything else outside. And they fostered this relationship just for him to go outside and realize that's not at all who he is out there, that he's got a relationship, that he's got, somebody to care for, love him, and all these things. And like that destroyed him because in his mind, he's like, that just proved to him that at the end of the day, what like down here is he just makes him feel like they're not valid, they're not real. Just like Helly told herself, he was like, you're not a real person. I am. Deal with it. This is the hell you're trapped in. And she's really, it's just, they truly are just different people. It's a great sci-fi psychological analysis of self that I really love that this show dives into, and it does a really good job at doing that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there for right now. I could probably ramble about this for even longer, but I think I got out the most important bits right now, at least, and I'm going to get into editing, man. But I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to you. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We're carrying the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you're a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before you go, want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sherritt, York, Scott, Robert Algiano, Jeffrey L, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, and Russell Crockett. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's it for this video, guys. Let us see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.